Well, we're going to make over, but not you this time. Another week. We're going to do that another week.
Oh, I'm upset now. I thought we were going to use this on Danny's makeup.
That would be good. That would be good. You know, I forgot to tell you earlier how excited I am to be here. This is so fun. I can't believe that we get to do a TV show. This is very fun. So today, we have a little job for you. Okay. You are going to cut the bottom out of this. Okay. And you are going to finish putting holes into that.
All right.
And what we're doing is we're using items for other purposes than what they were intended for, or repurposing them, or recycling without a recycling bin. Okay. So we are going to make a bug house. Your children are going to be so excited when you get home with a bug house.
Yes, my daughter won't be so excited, but if I decoupage the top before I poke some holes in it, I think she'll love it.
Oh, yes. Decoupage. But I had mostly boys, so, you know, I didn't do that.
The word decoupage.
Yeah. You better get to work. Yes, cut the bottom off of that. There we go. And we're going to be making things. Now, this isn't necessarily about, you know, making something out of old bottles or bug houses out of jars. So those are really good because you could go out and buy a bug house for $10, but why not just use a jar that you have around the house and, you know, and something like that.
Spend the rest on shoes instead.
Exactly. That's a really good thing. But the real thing here is I want us to be creative. I want us to think about the possibilities and the resources that we have and look at everything around us with eyes of wonder and you know, what can we do? So I want to tell you a little story. When I was in Cuba, there we go, Cuba story.
Okay, listen up. Here's what I've been waiting for.
And I didn't have any shoes because when you live in a communist country, you can't buy anything that you want necessarily. You just, you know, whatever they happen to have in the stores is what you get, and you know, with your ration card. But anyway, so my mom was able to get some canvas shoes for me. And I had these shoes that I loved, but you know, canvas shoes don't last very long because they're canvas. Sure. And so after a short time, they started to get holes in them, but they still fit, and I wanted to wear my shoes, so I decided to be creative, and I took labels out of clothing and sewed them on the holes. And I had the coolest shoes in town with labels all sewn up. Now, don't anybody steal my idea. I think I need to get a patent on this, a copyright, and start making these shoes.
I think there's going to be a lot of people with canvas shoes with holes in them, tearing the labels out of their clothes.
Okay.
Now, we have made a drinking apparatus.
Yes, we have.
First of all.
We've also made a funnel. See? Look at this. This would make, and we're going to use it later on.
Oh, okay.
When later on, at the end of the show, we're going to use this as a funnel. Okay. So if you needed a big funnel, you can do this. You could also leave the lid on it and use it as a kitty litter scooper thingy, you know?
Scooper?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Now, we have some pictures of my children being creative and fishing with a vegetable net. So.
What?
Yeah, look at that. Can you see that?
Is that in Cuba?
No, that's at Lake Powell. And look, can you see? You can see the fish. They actually caught a fish with a vegetable net. They had to be pretty patient.
Okay. Where else are you going to see pictures of somebody at Lake Powell fishing with a vegetable net?
and
that is fantastic,
Maria. You know, that's my son. That's my son that's in Pennsylvania.
I guess that's good.
That's my son that's in Pennsylvania, and he'll be so glad to hear that he made it into the very first show.
Cuban missile.